How are things going, Mr. Torrance?
Things could be better, Lloyd. Things could be a whole lot better.
I hope it's nothing serious.
No. Nothing serious. Just a little problem with the old sperm bank upstairs. Nothing I can't handle, though, Lloyd. Thanks.
Women. Can't live with them. Can't live without them.
Words of wisdom, Lloyd. Words of wisdom.
A photographically obsessive Kubrick cuts between backlit variations of color hue. Lit with the Ullman interviews spectrally blank light, Grady interviews Jack in the mirrored red bathroom, an endgame mixture of pure red and white. Neither Jack nor Grady give off much of a shine, yet the room is brightly lit. In a darkened room, both Wendy and Danny are lit with shine. The bathroom is sharply contrasted with the incandescently edge-lit Danny and Wendy. Notice the bathroom framing reconfigures the elevator's T-shaped mask on the mirrored wall behind Grady, both subtly symmetric and asymmetric, like Ullman's office. Wendy attempts to communicate with Danny, who is communicating via shining to bring Halloran to the rescue. Kubrick illustrates the shine on Danny. It graces his forehead, as a path through cutting, that leads out towards Halloran. Danny and Wendy are lit by an unnaturally powerful light source, an amp light bulb, presumably the ceiling's yellow glass fixtures. Halloran's airplane cabin lighting creates a distinct arc of shine, quite visible, like Danny's, on his forehead, visible in contrast to the passenger next to him. The array of windows mimics Grady's bathroom background. They combine the two previous states' lighting manners. Tony responds to her questioning, as in the beginning. Like the scene with Danny getting his fire truck, Danny looks at audience while he shines, contracting an unconsciously timed split series of eye focal points. The Jack from bed view into mirror at bathroom door eye contacts. While Jack loops through the hotel, he hears the Forest Service attempt contact. In reverse to the Ullman office scene at beginning, Jack enters the office after Grady's bathroom interview, revealing our first 90-degree view of Ullman's office, exposing the repeating temple motif in the floor design. He saved these effacements for the ending, their key trajectories into inner space, compression. Compare this to the threshold to the outdoors, maze, both have arrows. Intent on severing ties to the world below, he pulls the radio's hardware apart. At transference, he takes over the murderous role, mirroring HAL 9000, from the hotel. Hal exploited potential radio failure as a ruse to kill. He preyed on his shipmates' fear of isolation, and now the Overlook relinquishes the right of murder to its inhabitants. Jack recreates Bowman's action of shutting Hal down while behaving like Hal. The Overlook transitions from his parallel as Hal to paralleling the alien intelligence that transformed Bowman and built for him the hotel room prior to the Star Child's rebirth. Positioning is in direct conflict to Wendy's radio scene. Crucially, the move is futile since Danny bypasses the radio's meager range altogether. The hotel supernaturally becomes a transmitter hundreds of times more powerful. Halloran finds no response to the Ranger's call, so he takes a Continental Divide flight, his outfit a duplication of the plane's brown and umber hues. These are native colors. The plane is heading for distant snow-capped peaks, the horizon's preview snowcaps of the Rockies, the shining mountains, a shared identity among adjacent tribes. It descends into the pure white of a blizzard, which is what trapped the previously mentioned Donner Party likewise, a blanket of blue. A sly alternate version of the film's opening flyovers, which began with metaphysical flying, now experienced as physical flying. Halloran is seen strictly in profile at times, a simplified mimic of the Calumet chief, and he is avoiding the mirror of the film, in effect the least enslaved to this power that eventually traps Jack face forward. The audience is slyly mirrored against other characters, yet Kubrick avoids this with Halloran implicitly. He glances back at stewardess to ask her what time they will arrive, forward. As the plane lands, we see the desk has dissolved into the runway light structures, the stairs and the two side staircases that lead up into the plane itself. Lights dissolve across 3 shots. His call to Durkins duplicates Jack's first call to Wendy. Larry crosses into speaking area, and is shot reversed of Wendy's framing. The TV is there, hinting that Danny is watching, and mirrors that early scene's TV reverse appearance. Halloran on other end is reversed of Jack's angle in hotel lobby. Halloran's phone carousel's outer edge is curved like his airplane's windows, and the angle of his car's window duplicates plane's tail. The guiding shine light graces Halloran as Halloran's journey continues westward in car. He sees a traffic accident. This view alternates from the side view of Halloran. Notice angles of car window edge. This view from behind Halloran mimics Danny's view during the family drive to the overlook, and a glance the camera swings for is a subtle, but obvious indication Danny is supernaturally watching Halloran's journey. In that view, a red Volkswagen Beetle is crushed in a jackknife tractor trailer. A mirror of the opening, driving the same path except in vast snows, and terminated as the journey begins. This is Stephen King's red version of Jack's Beetle from his novel, alternate from Kubrick's yellow version, destroyed during a blue-tinged blizzard, killing a double of Jack. This duplicates what happens to Jack in the maze. His motion is arrested during a blue blizzard. Wendy and Danny duplicate their picnic campfire that opens the film. Their clothes suggest full color transformation. She wears Jack's interview shirt, Danny wears Halloran's in-flight outfit. Cartoon music accompanies her bat withdrawal perfectly, again using the visual metaphor, unseen animation, to subconsciously bridge merge genres. A Louisville Slugger, an American iconic ball game, tool now weapon. The Disney Warner Bros. Animation references now inhabit the adults, blending archetypes, Big Bad Wolf versus Olive Oil, and time distortion for a genre-bending futurism. Key Disney, Warner Bros. Device. Paradoxical timings that waver between nightmare and comedy. These are subtly inserted throughout entire film, another rationale for the animated origins of the genre. The Shining joins Close Encounters of the Third Kind and Star Wars, as three proximate new genre movies, all direct products of animation sensibilities. Likewise, all USTVs are screens, where the stories are interconnected. Kubrick is suggesting the ghosts are already animations of archetypes, like the stickers on Danny's walls in Boulder coming to life, with movements that are mechanical, lifeless, yet they seem real. Torrance has entered the hotel, and become animated archetypes. These spectral beings are animations of the hotel and behave, strangely, eerily, within the Disney rulebook. Chocolate. Tobacco. Baseball. Connecting this scene to the ball behind Danny's head in his opening shot. That coyote is really a crazy clown. When will he learn he can never mow him down? Poor little roadrunner never bothers anyone, just running down the road's his idea of having fun. Wendy ventures to the Colorado Lounge, centered in every shot until Jack arrives, where she finally gets a good look at his arduous typing. Once we see this novel-sized rant, we now know what Kubrick is showing us. The Shining is a language disconnector. The ultimate horror is employing language without meaning, and pushed to this arc's completion, would make storytelling impossible. Jack's sentences are futile explosions. The murders he's trying to commit adds meaning, or proves that there is meaning where there is no longer vocalized meaning. Both evidence of his madness. Jack has become as dull, monotonous and robotically controlled as Grady, and his confusion about his identity, now permanent. She reads the book backwards. It doesn't matter what direction she reads it in. The page in the typewriter is even faked. It's been placed there mid-page, although there is typing both below and above the typing line. Overlook. Jack wants her to see at midpoint, even it is an interview. He even shows it as a yellow head chopping blade to make less subliminal its page placement, and adds a visual mirror to the axe he'll be using. The second shot of Wendy reminds us the lights are on only upstairs, and this light seems brighter than the previous shots, both a lure to Wendy made by the hotel, which she follows, and a reminder that Jack is staying down here, his level is dead. The second shot shows the ceiling's Mesoamerican motif that leads to the staircase. The book is a parody of English. The novel he's written is a continuous sentence and repeat. Isn't the book essentially shined? He's transtyped an introductory sentence taught to boys as an initial structural device, while he shines like Danny entering other time scales. It's an early learned phrase. The same as Hal, who was taught Daisy as first sentence lessons. And wittily, Kubrick uses Jack Nicholson's own early remembered nursery school sentence. He regurgitates into a typewriter for the entire film without speaking it once. A mirror to 2001 and its subordinates Jack is near death. On yellow paper, it contrasts the two sand painting narratives, her jacket and the centerpiece of the Colorado Lounge. As a pliant reverse bookend look at the Roadrunner theme, Jack's writing is below Danny's comprehension level. Jack arrives from shadows, as if he is made of the photos, and when he moves to the table he is bathed in shining light that ghosts him wildly. He has a new manner, light, cheerful, drugged by single-minded madness. He is reverting, like Hal in his death throes. His consciousness is ebbing. We are now looking at only a part of Jack, who is trapped in the Overlook's mirror, his two sides unable to connect. Danny's reverse shows us the apartment's false doors are shining, his eyes alit with shine glow that emits from the hotel. To reiterate, the hotel apartment's windows are false, and a glass of chocolate sits there, a pre-killing ritual drink. The red rum door is seen from the lowest point up, a mimicry that precedes Jack's view from the lower part of the dry storage doorway. Notice false door behind Danny, and it is a reverse of the bathroom door, knob is left.